So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Traders, what's going on? It's Patrick, back with another video. Today I want to talk about the power of the Delorean shadow. Now this is an...
All right. I want to welcome everyone to today's presentation that I have here for you. So this presentation is basically on a Forex trading tool that we use within the IM Mastery Academy. And I just want to share that experience with you guys. This is mind-blowing. How easy it is to follow, how simple and how, effective it is. So that's what kind of prompted me to like, okay, I need to share this, right? I cannot keep this to myself. And this is one of the tools that I'm going to be training the middle schoolers and the high school students on this summer camp period, starting in June, around second, third week of June. And that is to tell you how simple this strategy is, right? So a little bit about Delorean. First of all, my name is Olajide. If you just stumbled on this video, my name is Olajide. I am an independent business owner and a student of the IM Mastery Academy. So a little bit of background on Delorean itself. Now, Delorean is a tool that was developed by Patrick Kenny, and he developed this for personal use. He was using it personally to, get him some trade alerts trade setups and all that. And he was able to see how effective it was. And as a student of IM Mastery Academy, he continues to profit with the tool, and eventually, he became a trainer with the academy, and he began to train on this tool as well. And a lot of people have profited greatly on this tool, and that's why I'm so excited to share it with you. So Patrick Kenny is the author and the creator of the Delorean strategy, and he's currently a trainer, a successful trainer on the academy. What is Delorean? Delorean, that is the picture you see on the screen there, is the simple interface that is within IM Mastery Academy. You see that page. You see the alert panel where it lists on this side of it. Let me do my pointer. On this side is the alert panel where you see the list of all the trades alert that you have. And as you click on each of those trade alerts, you get the charts displayed here for you. And within that chart, you're going to see arrows. You're able to see arrows, and the arrows tells you which way your trade is going to go. Are you going to buy or are you going to sell? A green arrow pointing up indicates you're going to buy, but a red arrow pointing down indicates you're going to sell. And if you see on this side of the alert, you can't see it well right now, but if you see, some alert has green to them on the side, and some has red. Green indicates buy, red indicates sell. So those are simple indicators on there, or simple signs on those trade alerts to say which way you're going to go. However, and of course, it's a web-based software that is only available within the IM Mastery Academy. Now, what is this Delorean? What are the steps within the Delorean? The Delorean has 4 simple steps. And the way it is to know to take a trade, Simply answer yes to all these four, and you can take your trade either buy or sell. Those 4 steps are bigger, cut, location, space, BCLS. And I'm going to dive a little bit into what those questions are, but put it on your mind, BCLS, bigger, cut, location, trade, space. That is, you have to answer yes to all 4 to be able to confidently say, I am taking this trade. Now, what is BCLS? Now, this definitely, once you get in the academy, you have access to all of this. These are just, I got all of this from the academy. So these are readily available to you. The trainees are available to you. The educator, Patrick Kenny himself, he comes on every day, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central Time. 8 a.m., I believe 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. Central Time. I believe it's between 7 and 8 Central Time every weekday to work on this Delorean, to look for trades and, you know, kind of review trades and say, okay, this is good, this is not. And then just do some trainings. And he has boot camps that he runs as well. So we're gonna, now, if you look at this, this is a buy, on a buy signal. If you have the Delorean, like I mentioned earlier, those signals, when they call those trades, it's gonna come on the alert panel here. And if it's green by the side or the arrow is up blue, is going to, that is a buy setup, right? A buy signal. And then once you have that buy signal, you bring out this chart to analyze your trade. And the very first thing, usually these are short term. There are long term, you don't have to bother about the time frame. But for short term, if it's a 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, or a 1-hour chart, then you look at the time that you're checking out this chart. Is the time between 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it's a no, then you don't have business trading that chart. But if it's a yes, then you go ahead. Now, looking, the very first step is bigger. Remember BCLS? The very first step is bigger. Now, the instruction is look at the 2 candles to the left of the arrow. Is the blue candle bigger than the red? Yes or no? Look at the 2 candles to the left of the arrow. Is the blue candle bigger than the red? Yes or no? So I'm going to pull up a chart now that we're going to look at. Now, this is an example. This is AUD-CHF, and it's on a 15-minute time slot, right? And we have a buy signal on this one. This is AUD-CHF. That is a trade we're looking at. So if you look on this chart, you're gonna see an arrow here. Is so tiny, but you're gonna see the arrow here. This arrow is blue, and you can see it's pointing up. It's blue and pointing up. Now, the question says, look at the 2 candles to the left of the arrow. So we're gonna look, this is the arrow, then the 2 candles to the left of the arrow. Let me see, can I draw something? So we look at these 2 candles right here to the left of that arrow. That's not a good pen right there. So let me draw that. So we look at this 2 candles right here to the left of this arrow. Now, looking at that, which is bigger? The blue or the red? Of the 2, is the blue candle bigger than the red? Right here, these 2 candles, is the blue bigger than the red? As we can see, evidently, the blue is bigger. So the very first question, the answer to the very first question is yes. So from there, we move to the next question. Now, if at step 1, the answer to the question is a no, you stop it. You do not proceed with the analysis of the chart. You stop it at that. That's how simple it is. You check the chart. This is a buy signal, right? Good. Is the blue arrow bigger than the red? If it is not, you stop and you move on to the next signal. Now, we've checked this one and we realize that the blue candle is bigger than the red. So we move on to the next question. The next question says, does the red line cut through both candle bodies? Does the red line cut through both candle bodies? Yes or no? Let's go check it out. So we have the red line. This is the red line right here. And now it's saying, does it cut through both candles? These two candles, remember? Those are the candles we are concentrating on. These two candles. Wow, my box is better now. So those two candles. Now, is the red line cutting through the body of both candles? We can see evidently it is. The red line is cutting through both of the bodies of the candles. So we move on to the next question. The step 1 is a yes, step 2 is a yes. If at this point it's a no, you stop. You truncate the analysis. So we move on to step 3. The step 3 says, is the gray, aqua, or blue line closely above the two candles? Is the gray, aqua, or blue line closely above the two candles? Let's go check it out. So we have, I think it's better on the, okay. So we have the aqua. What did I do? Okay, I jumped ahead. So now we have the aqua, the blue, and the gray, right? Here it says, is the gray, aqua, or blue line closely above the two candles? Yes or no? On this, these are below the two candles. These are below the two candles, right? So at this point, this is a no. Ordinarily, we stop here. Closely above the two candles, we stop here and we don't move forward, right? So, but for the sake of this presentation, we go to the 4th step. It says, make sure the gray, aqua, or blue lines are not closely below price. Oh, I'm sorry. I moved way ahead. I'm like, why? Okay, sorry. So buy signal. Oh, come on. We're looking at buy signal. Is the gray, aqua, or blue lines closely below buy? We're looking at the buy signal. Why did I jump ahead? Okay. All right, so we're looking at the buy signal. Is the gray, aqua, or blue line closely below the two candles? We can see they are below. So that's a yes. I was wondering the other time. So step 4, because I put this together, I'll put what's going to go with it. So for step 2, make sure the gray, aqua, for step 4, make sure the gray, aqua, or blue lines are not closely below price. So let's look at it. I've jumped ahead again. No, what am I doing? Buy, we're still on buy. We're still on buy, okay. Make sure the gray, aqua, or blue lines are not closely above price. So where is price on this? Right here, this is where the price, no, that's not a good line, but you get the point. So the price is around here. So we want to make sure these 3 lines, the aqua, the blue, or gray, are not closely, let me go back, are not closely above price. we can see they are underpriced at this point. They are underpriced. So we got a yes on that as well. I need to get my direction right. Okay, so we found out the answer to all four are yeses. So we go ahead and take the trade. Boom. And if you look at it, you realize that the signal was called at this point. You take the trade at this point. See how much you will have gotten out of that trade. That is how much you will have recouped out of that trade. So you enter at 6,300, and at this point, let's say here, that's about 63,396. That is about over almost 400 peeps right there. And if to say, okay, you want to, you still in the trade and maybe you got here, you want to come out here, that is still over 300 peeps right there. So you're in profit. Now let's look at the sell that I've been jumping into. Let's look at the sell signal. The sell signal for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour time frame. You go at the same thing as well and check, is this between 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? Yes or no? If it's a yes, you go ahead and analyze your chart. If it's not, you do not have business looking at the chart at all, because you're not going to trade outside of this window with a Delorean signal. So once you've answered yes to this, you go ahead and answer these 4 steps. Remember? Bigger cut, location, bigger cut, location, and space. Bigger cut, location, and space. So we look at the 2 candles to the left of the arrow the same way, but for sell signal, you look at the red candle. Is the red candle bigger than the blue? The focus is on the red candle in a sell signal. So let's check it out. Now, this is a sell signal right here, because it's a red arrow pointing down. A red arrow pointing down. That's a sell signal. Now, we look at the 2 candles to the left of it, and that will be these 2 candles right here. Man, I need to do better with this pen. Okay, so we look at these 2 candles to the left of the arrow. That's better. So if you check it out, you will realize that the red is bigger slightly, albeit, but it's bigger than the blue. So that's a yes. So we'll go ahead to step 2. Does the red line cut through both candles' bodies? Let's look at it. This is the red line. This is the red line. Does it cut through both candle bodies? That's a yes. And then we check step 3. Is the gray, aqua, or blue line closely above the 2 candles? So we'll check this, or cutting through. They've added that portion to it. Is any of them either closely above or cutting through? So we have the aqua line, the blue, and the gray. So it says, is it closely above? Make sure, is the gray, aqua, or blue line closely above the 2 candles? Now they've updated that step to say, is it closely above or cutting through? So we're gonna look at that here. We can see the aqua, one of the 3 is actually cutting through. So is it that right around here or cutting through? So that's a yes as well. So good. Now we look at me and my navigation. Then we make sure the gray, aqua, or blue lines are not closely below price. So let's check out the price. we have our price here. Let's say price is at 80, 1.83200. Now we are making sure that neither of these lines are closely below price, closely. So what we want to have is they be above or away, not too close, not too close. So in this regard, and usually the rule of thumb is 10 pips. So if it's closer than 10 pips, then we don't take the trade. So let's check this out. This is 3,200 to 2,900. That's definitely more than 10 pips. So that's a yes. It's not, it's closely. Make sure the alcohol are not closely below price. So they're not closely. So that's a yes. Then you go ahead, boom, take the trade. And as you can see, it's on its way down already. And I think, no, I couldn't find one that did very well that I could have shown you. But this was an example on a video that I saw. So, but that's how it works. Simple, as simple as that. Let me show you a live presentation, like a live form of this. Can I stop this? Okay, so let me go to Delorean. Oops, that's not right. All right, let me see if I can still load this. Am I still sharing? I'm sure. Let's see if I'm still sharing. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see. Share that. I guess. Let's see. Okay, so strategies. We go to strategies. This is my account in the academy. Hopefully, I'll be able to show you what I need to. So that's the Delorean. Let me go back. Now, this is the academy. We have 3 major ones. This is for business owners like myself on the academy. This is free. You have your monthly fee and all of that. So this is available to us. And then we have these 3 major academies, the Forex, the high frequency, that's the binary options. And then you have the digital currency academy as well. I did the elite package, so I have all 3. And then with that, with the platinum package, you only have this or this or this, depending on what you purchased. And then you have the harmonics with it. But with, you have the harmonics, and then I think, swipe trades, I think. And then with the elite package, you have all of this, basically. That's what I have. So, and that's what you're seeing. So, and these are other strategies apart from Delorean. I love the vibrator as well. So those are really good ones. So that's the harmonics where I'm already there. It's not loading. Yes, it is loading now. Now, this is harmonics life, right? Right here, we just had, oh, wow. We just had a trade signal coming. Let me load that. It's loaded and it's 15 minutes. So if we look at what, and this is sell, if we want to go through the signal, the analysis, what time is it? It's not between 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I have no business looking at this at all. So definitely, I'm not going to be taking this trade. You know, but this is how it is in, you know, in real life. Do you see that signal? That shows it's good to sell. But then you check all of those signals. Let's say this is a good time to trade. Let's say we have a yes on the 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, let's go to the step 1. It says, look at the candles to the left of the arrow. Is the red candle bigger than the blue? we can see that the red arrow is bigger than the blue. That's a yes. Step 2, does the red line cut through both candles' bodies? We see that the red line cut through both. That's a yes. Is the gray, aqua, or blue line closely above the 2 candles or cutting through? So we have the blue and the aqua. I would say the aqua cutting through, basically. So that's a yes. Now make sure the gray, aqua, or blue lines are not closely below price. So here is price, and the blue is almost at price, actually, right? So we'll take the gray personally. I think I need to ask Patrick that. What happens if the blue is at price? So I think the goal is to have it above, through, or far below, right? So we're right on it. So I'll need to ask that and clarify that. So, but definitely we know that the gray are not closely, you know, so 400 to 628. So that's a difference of about 228. So we can go to 22 pips right there. So we can go ahead and take this trade according to this analysis. So this is a good one. I'll have to check back here when it's my trading time. Alrighty, so that's a wrap. That's all I have to show you tonight on the harmonics. On the Delorean. Harmonics is another trade signals that we have. So that's all I have to show you on the Delorean. And all of this is available definitely within the IM Mastery Academy. So I'm calling you to come and enroll. You can use this link to enroll in the Academy, im.academy/dajoys. You can enroll through that. And I'll love to call you to be a part of, like my page on Facebook, basically. Just go ahead and like my page on Facebook. That will mean the world to me. Thank you for attending this tool overview. I appreciate it. And I say you have a good evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.